Friends, very soon almost every solution which has any small or big component of artificial intelligence, LLMs, machine learning will have vector databases involved. And if you don't know vector databases, then this video can set that fundamental understanding and exactly the difference, because we all know very naturally what is a relational database. So let's try to quickly understand what is a vector database, and I'm pretty sure after watching this video you will exactly know how to answer someone when they ask you the same question. Can you explain me the difference between a relational versus a vector database? So let's take real life example, okay? And I find it quite funny, and don't judge me on this example. This example can hurt few people, but I feel that relational databases are more like dads and vector databases are more like moms, okay? Why I'm saying this? Because dads are, and not all dads, okay? So if you're a dad, I'm also a dad, okay? So no offense, but we are very direct. So if you need something, you come and you exactly tell us what you want and we will deliver it to you. But our kids are such that, you know, even if they don't directly tell something to their mother, through their gestures, through their emotions, even their face expressions, the mothers tend to know that what the kid is looking for. And that is pure blessing. Being a woman, respect to all the women, all the mothers. I feel that personally I need to be told what you need as a kid, okay? So I find myself quite relational in that sense, because in a relational database, basically you run a query and you exactly write a query. Select all from employee table where employee ID is 123 and salary something greater than XYZ, whatever, okay? So what it will do, so basically there would be a flat table structure, okay, in which this data is stored, and this is the very organic way of understanding it, okay? So basically this query will go into this database, run this particular query and give you the output, and this is a very direct way of finding the data in a relational database. But vector database, so first of all let's understand what is a vector. So vector can represent data in a 2D or a 3D structure, okay? And you must have learned about vectors in maths, okay? So you can represent data in a 3-dimensional or a 2-dimensional manner. So when you have exact requirements, okay, then relational databases are good. But if you are fuzzy, if you are not very sure what you are looking for, even you are confused. For example, you go to a shop and you tell that I want to have a paneer curry or a biryani, and then that would be served to you. But what if you go to an Indian restaurant and say I want to eat something which you generally serve to a newly married couple who have come to your restaurant for the very first time? What is that? Now that's a very subjective thing, right? It has to be internalized by the chef, it has to be internalized by the restaurant owner, and then think, okay, what is that thing which I could offer so that it can be made a special dinner for this newly wed couple. So that's where this kind of vector databases are used, because you can store meanings and inferences inside this kind of a structure. For example, this is 1, 2, 3, and similarly it is here X, Y, Z, okay? So for example, if you are storing everything which is related to Indian cuisine, so then maybe here biryani can come in, okay, and this vector would be 2, Y, for example. And then similar to that you will have boiled rice. Now boiled rice is not exactly biryani, but it is very close as far as the meaning is concerned. So it could be somewhere here, okay? So it could be that it is 2.1 and Y.1, for example. And then this whole thing can be in another embedding, and the meaning for this would be Indian rice. But what do you think where an Italian pizza would fall in this? Obviously it would be somewhere far off. It would not be in this particular zone. So that is how, you know, when an LLM model is looking for this kind of a specific request and trying to find the interconnected dots, it is like thinking in your brain. Your brain also connect the dots, right? It is like connecting the dots and finding the meanings. So something like paneer would be somewhere here, but something like pizza or something like a sandwich might be here. And a nuclear bomb could be completely out of this zone here, because it has nothing to do with this. So when any query is being taken place, then it has to follow these embedding and these mappings and search for that particular data within this particular vector database. So these embeddings play a huge role, because these embedding gets stored in an array. Okay, so for example 2.y, 2.1, y.1, something. Okay, so when your LLM model wants to look up the data, okay, obviously it will have its own data, but then when it wants to reference the data which you are giving, then it would go to this first, find these embeddings, and then fetch the data. Okay, so in a very basic manner, this is how a vector database is different from a relational database. Vector database will find meaning from your fuzzy query, and because it is intelligent, it understands this. One very important thing is you have to do a lot of context engineering and make it intelligent. Okay, you have to spend time, you have to train this model and make sure that it is very good in finding these kind of patterns, which you do not need in a relational database. There are different products like Pinecone, and there are other Chroma DB, I guess, is another one. All these are vector databases which are emerging in market. So now whenever you are building any LLM pipeline, LLM data model, or LLM solution, you will definitely build these kind of vector databases, and it is going to play a very important role in the future of overall AI engineering. So if you are someone who's interested in this field, then do understand vector databases and how it works. So to summarize, let's see this simple RAG pipeline or RAG flow, where user asks a certain query which is not very clear. Obviously it's a fuzzy query, and then that gets converted into a vector embedding. That vector embedding goes to the vector database, and then vector database retrieves the chunk of knowledge, whatever it has, based on that embedding, and passes on those relevant chunks to your LLM. It could be ChatGPT, it could be Claude, and then that particular LLM model answers your query, and that answer is then called as grounded in the knowledge. Okay, so this also has its own knowledge. Okay, but then this vector database gives that grounding with all the contextual data which a company will provide, like its policies, its regulations, its business model. All those kind of data will be given, okay, so that the answer is fully grounded. And then it also acts as a long-term memory. Okay, so once it is in the vector database, it stays there. So just to summarize in a very casual manner, relational database is more about facts, and vector databases are more about feelings. Okay, so I hope this was a useful video, guys. If you want more such videos around AI, then do let me know in the comments. Like this video, share and subscribe. That gives a signal to YouTube that there is something useful happening on this channel, and also gives me a push to learn more and share more. Okay, so until next time, keep learning, keep sharing, and keep growing. Bye for now.